whatever it takes. I know I can make it through. A Degrassi podcast with Kelsey and Holland too. I know I can make it through.
Hi, and welcome to Whatever It Takes, a podcast about Degrassi the Next Generation. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Holland. And you might have just noticed, but we have a new theme song.
Yay!
Lovely listener Jay sent us an email that we will read later in our Grapevine segment. And included this awesome new theme song. And they are letting us use it as our theme song.
It's awesome, and we just wanted to thank Jay so much because this is so cool. I'm sorry, I'm freaking out. I actually got a little weepy when they sent it to us.
Me too.
I was just Holland texted me and she's like, "You need to listen to what's happening right now. Go to our email." And I was like, "Oh my God," I'm actually tearing up. I'm just so flattered and honored, and you guys are amazing.
Yes, thank you so much. I feel like we are undeserving of all of the love and cool things that you make for us.
We're not worthy.
No.
You guys are awesome. And just specific shouts out to Jay for being a super badass and making this really cool song. Thank you.
Thank you.
We love you guys so much.
Yes. But Kelsey, without further, we're talking about season 7, episode 19, Broken Wings today. And Kelsey, will you please read us the Degrassi Wiki summary?
Nothing would bring me more joy. Jimmy finally gets the news. He's been accepted into NYU. But he's got other things on his mind when it comes to his real dream, walking again.
He does not get accepted to NYU.
Is Hudson NYU? Is Hudson
the law school?
Maybe. Let's Google, because Tish is the art school. And
wouldn't it be called Hudson College, not Hudson University? Because a university is made up of colleges within it, right?
I don't know.
That's how college works, right? Hudson, here, let's see. NYU Law School. We're Googling on air. On mic? I don't know.
Holland Google.
It's just called School of Law.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think. Yeah, Hudson is a different school altogether. It's in New York. It's
Does
in.
it
I think so. I think it's in Hudson, New York, which is
Hudson is a fictional
it's
university
fictional.
frequently depicted in the DC Comics universe, Law and Order, and its spin-offs, and less frequently in many other television series.
Okay, so
I wonder if they mentioned Degrassi in the wiki.
Let's find out.
They do.
Oh, nice. It's on Castle.
Blue Bloods Castle, The Cosby Show,
Beauty and the
Order,
Beast. What?
The Secret Life of an American Teenager, Unforgettable, The Flash, Murder, She Wrote, Mysteries of Laura, Bull Elementary, and 13 Reasons Why. And Beauty and the Beast. Wasn't that a CW show for 2 seconds?
I don't remember.
Yeah, in the CW television show. Yeah. All right, we need to stop.
That's so weird. I thought it was a real thing because there is a Hudson, New York.
Yeah. And there's a Hudson River.
Yeah.
Hudson River Valley. I mean, it sounds like it should be a real place because it just sounds like there would be a Hudson University.
But Degrassi Wiki, why are you telling us that he got into NYU when he did not get into NYU?
Incorrect. But anyway, the episode title is called It's Broken Wings, which is a 1985 Mr. song. And I guess, are we going to say that Jimmy's legs are his broken wings and he can't fly and he just wants to fly? That's the connection
I guess
that it doesn't apply to the B plot.
That seems fine. I don't know.
It just bums you out?
It just bums me out, something fierce. All right. Anyway, so we open up the episode with a Jimmy dream sequence, which ends up being a Jimmy daydream sequence.
Yeah.
Which is not a thing that we've really seen since Manny and her weird singing Craig.
Which was great.
The best. Hashtag never forget.
But will you be my Cinderella?
Manuela.
But yeah, it's like a dramatic basketball daydream sequence where Jimmy is like the hero, but then he wakes up or remembers he is awake and not playing basketball, and
He's just the coach again.
he's
But
just the coach of the girls basketball team.
for the record, I love him as the coach, and I think he's precious as the coach.
Yeah.
I like that he's coaching the girls team. I don't know. I think it's just like a cool dynamic that I enjoy. Also, we see his mom in the dream sequence, which have we seen her before this
We
episode?
have never. I don't think we've ever seen her before this episode. I wrote down first time we were meeting Jimmy's mom.
Yep.
I think so. Also, did his dad get recast? I felt like he was older, or maybe he like lost
No.
weight or something.
No, he looks the same.
I don't know.
He might have dyed his hair, but he looks the same.
I don't know. Maybe we just haven't seen him in so long.
It
I
has
feel like
been
he
a while.
lost weight. I feel like his face was thinner. He seemed bigger before.
I don't know.
Or maybe I don't know.
I don't know. It's the most.
Maybe
that
he
we've
just
seen of
wasn't
him in a
as
while.
intimidating in this episode, so he felt smaller to me.
That's a good point. Psychology.
But then they're like, we brought you the letter. And this is when we find out where he gets into Hudson University's pre-law program or whatever.
Cool.
To which I say, so then Jimmy's like, or his dad is like, yay, following in the family business footsteps, whatever. But if you go to law school in America, does that translate to Canada? Like, would you?
Well,
You would be learning about American law, right?
maybe I'm
Like,
not,
even if you took the bar, like in Canada or whatever that equivalent is.
I know that it's so it depends state by state, country by country. My friend's husband is it can be a lawyer in France and I think also Canada, and then he married my friend who lives here, so he had to do an additional year of American law school and then take the bar here. So I think it just depends on which direction you're going in, what state it's for, and also it might be different with pre-law because my friend did pre-law here and then he did regular law school in Florida, but then he took the bar for New Jersey. So I don't know. I don't know if pre-law
I
really
just feel
counts
like-
as much.
But I just feel like in pre-law, you'd probably be learning about a lot of like the basis of laws and like the history of laws and shit like that. And if you're learning about that in America and you want to be practicing law in Canada, I feel like you would need to be learning different like basics.
I mean,
But I'm
I
not
get
sure.
that,
But
but
I mean, I don't know.
I don't totally know.
I mean,
'cause
maybe their systems are really similar, so it doesn't matter.
that's true. But yeah, but my friend he went to law school in Canada, but was gonna be a lawyer in France. So I have no idea.
I don't know. I have no idea. But I feel like Canada and France would maybe be closer in what their laws would be because
It was Montreal, to be fair.
Right.
He was not a Montreal boy though.
Damn it. Well, yeah, especially that, and they've both kind of had like sovereign rulerships like that have had to coexist in law in their like history, where America hasn't really had that. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. I'm getting way into the semantics of this.
You make a good point. I just don't know. But I
Yeah.
know that it is like very doable to switch over to a different country. But yeah, I don't know why you would start off at a different country if you weren't going to originally. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But also I was confused and I thought he wasn't going to get in because he did have a small envelope.
Yeah, TV doesn't really follow like those rules. I
Gilmore
feel
Girls did.
like. So I feel like TV either does or they just completely ignore it, because usually in like or maybe it's more like movies, like they wait until like graduation day to open like a tiny envelope that says where they're going to college,
Which is still crazy.
I don't understand.
What point in the year are we?
If I were to guess, maybe like spring, which is when you would find out.
Yeah. Is this the first time that Degrassi has had this actually make any sense at all, time-wise? Because normally it's
When
like,
did-
didn't
did
Paige
we-
get
when-
into
I
banting
feel
like the
like-
day of graduation?
No, I think they followed the rules with
No, it was
banting.
finals. We had a whole conversation about it.
Did we?
We did. We got really into it. I know, normally I'm not the one who remembers this, but
I cannot remember.
no, because it was definitely finals. Because she was like really stressed out and took her last final and then found out about banting. And we were like, that's really dumb and also not how that works.
Oh, that's annoying. I don't know. Unless she was waitlisted and then was waiting after that. Then that would be more realistic, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Because then you find out, like, after that, May 1st. Because you have to let every college know, like, if you're committed by May 1st. That's like a blanket date for, like, everywhere, right?
Yeah, but this is TV and they don't follow rules.
Yeah.
But who cares? Because she failed out of Banting anyway.
Yeah. Anyway... Oh, I also noted, now I know where this law school, like, dream / plan has come from. His dad is a lawyer, so he probably has been pressured by his dad, which I don't know if we knew that if he was a lawyer before.
We knew that he did something that made him a lot of money and kept him very busy.
Right.
But I don't know if law was ever talked about.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So now we know, like, I guess technically this law school plan is not out of the blue for Jimmy.
No, and it seems like something that he's like, but he does seem like genuinely on board for it, which is nice.
Yeah.
And they're like talking about being Brooks and Brooks attorneys at law, which is cute. Yeah, so I don't know. And then, so they're outside and his dad gives him this sweatshirt and it's like for the college, and his mom's like, oh, he ordered that when you applied, because they were like so convinced he was gonna get in. And then his dad's like talking about like an internship program that Jimmy's already locked into. It's the last spot, and I'm like, yay, nepotism.
I mean that's how everything works, though.
That's true. And if anyone deserves it, it's Jimmy. Like, he is qualified and also like frankly like deserves like a good thing for once, but also nepotism.
Also, a law internship before you even go to college to study law is a little bit like jumping the gun.
Yeah.
Like, but you don't know anything.
It looks good on a resume, I guess.
So.
I don't know. But I feel like if like someone, because I recently, like I hired an intern a little while ago, and I feel like if someone applied who'd had like a magazine internship before they even went to college, I would find that to be super suspect and be like, oh no, I don't want you and your weird nepotism to work for me.
Yeah, because if you get an internship before college, it's like, oh, that was 100% nepotism because you have no experience that would have made you qualified for that job to begin with, unless you like created your own magazine in high school or something like that.
Totally. Or whatever the like
the
other
law equivalent is.
Totally. You like took a man to court and won legally blonde
like
style.
Shadowed a lawyer or something. I don't know.
I feel like that's a thing you need to be qualified for. Who knows?
I don't know how law works. Lawyers work.
We're getting really into the logistics here. It's very hot.
It's been a while since we've recorded, so I think we have we feel like we have all the time in the world to talk about this.
We're like, yeah, let's get into it.
All right, so then I guess the theme song plays. I don't remember when that happens, but my next note is Peter's hair is very long now.
Yeah.
Should we go into fashion, please? I don't have a ton.
Sure. I have a small amount. Jimmy's dad's tie is really bad. All of them, just any of them. Just pick one out.
All of the ties.
They're all terrible. Like, all of his suits make him look like a sitcom character from the 90s.
At one point when they're in class, Jimmy is wearing his like black and white and gray camo sweatshirt thing, and Spinner's shirt is like kind of camo-ish, kind of tie-dye-ish, kind of, I don't know what the fuck his shirt is, but it's weird, and it's like black and gray and like has a weird like texture on it, and I was not a fan.
Darcy's hair looks great. Sav and Peter cannot stop matching ever. They start off with they're all wearing polo shirts, which Spinner points out, and then they're wearing like basically the same plaid button up. I don't know. They just twinsies.
Twinsies forever. I wonder how Derek feels about it.
I mean, I'm sure he feels a little left out because it is his band, but
Peter's more hardcore look is
hilarious.
Throwing on a beanie and like a black and gray striped like V-neck that like kind of is channeling like a prison jumpsuit, like an old-timey prison jumpsuit. I feel like he's trying to like look like he just escaped from prison, but like a way tamer version, which is exactly what I would think Peter would think is hardcore, like trying to channel Jailhouse Rock or something.
Speaking of hardcore HXC, do you remember when that was a thing? that
Kind of,
abbreviation
kind
for
of,
hardcore
yeah.
HXC. It's very MySpace.
I feel like I